Good morning, Miss Jones. So today you're here to tell me a little bit about the food poisoning that's been going on in Wootton. Could you talk about that a little bit more for me?
Yeah, sure. We had a takeaway from an establishment in Wootton on Thursday, and Saturday night, probably about 11 o'clock, my daughter became violently sick and continued to be sick throughout the evening and throughout the night. And then that led on to terrible diarrhoea as well, which lasted over 24 hours.
So you found out, to my knowledge, that a couple of other people in Wootton had food poisoning. So what did you do to find out if it was definitely from the establishment that you ate from that evening?
So I went on Facebook and put a post up asking if anybody else had had food poisoning from eating food from Wootton over the week, but to protect the anonymity of the establishment, just in case it wasn't their fault, I asked people to private message me with details of where they ate and what they ate if they'd had food poisoning. And it soon became very clear that the establishment that caused the food poisoning had caused a very widespread food poisoning, with people even hospitalised.
And how did you find all of this out?
Again, mainly on Facebook, people private messaging me. Once it became clear that it was not just a one-off, and there were quite a few people involved, I made it public and put the name of the establishment on Facebook and asked people to ask their friends and family if anybody else had had food poisoning. I then found out that there were people actually in hospital with food poisoning, and so then I decided it was time to inform environmental health.
Did you expect that this would blow up in the way that it has?
No, I didn't. I was hoping it was just going to be a one-off. But now I've got over 300 posts, and like I say, people in hospital, and I don't know how many, 40 plus people that have had food poisoning, and it's affecting people's jobs. Obviously, going into hospital, there's a higher risk of catching COVID, especially when your immune system's taking a battering from food poisoning. So environmental health ended up temporarily closing the establishment to do an investigation.
And do you think this will have long-lasting effects on people from employment? Do you think the establishment itself will be permanently closed down?
I'm hoping that the establishment's not closed down, because we've been eating there and taking having takeaways from there since they opened 20 plus years ago, and there's never been anything like this before. So I'm hoping it's just a matter of environmental health going in, finding the source of the food poisoning, and doing a deep clean on the establishment and reopening. I hope that everybody else recovers well. I mean, there's still people very poorly, so it's just a matter of time as to what happens next. I know that people have lost out on lots of money because they haven't been able to go to work, and they haven't been able to go to job interviews, they haven't been able to go to university, so it is difficult for each individual and each family concerned.
That's brilliant. Thank you for your time. Have a lovely day.
Thank you.